So where does the president keep his armies?
I don't know. Where?
In his sleeveys. Arms, sleeves. Okay.
I liked it.
I didn't understand it.
That's my favorite joke.
That's Sherry's favorite joke. Welcome to A View from the Arts brand new show. We don't even know what it's called yet. We're going to go with Camryn Picks the NFL teams. That's the name of the show.
No, Pick'em Week.
Camryn's Pick'em Week. Camryn's Pick'em. We'll figure it out as we go.
Camryn's Pickle.
Camryn's Pickle. Boom. That's the name of the show. Camryn's Pickle. And you would think we're talking about food, but we're not. Tell Camryn, tell them what we're going to be talking about today.
Football!
Football, what? We're starting a little late. I just had this ingenious idea now. It's week 12. Today is November 26th. 6th already?
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's the 22nd.
It's the 22nd.
Oh, 22nd. That was wishful thinking, I guess.
There you go. Today's November 22nd. We are going to pick, all three of us are going to tell you what our picks are for this week's NFL games, for week 12, NFL week 12. Those of you that don't know, we are joined here. Of course, you know Camryn. No Lilo today, but that's okay. We have Camryn. I'm Rob, and we're joined by...
our special guest.
And her name is...
Sherry, a.k.a. my mommy.
Sherry, a.k.a. my mommy. That's what she writes.
Her name is just Mommy, but she's my mom.
Oh, she's your mommy.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so we have Sherry joining us for this weekly show of Camryn's Pickles. And, well, before we start, real fast, tell them all the places to find us, Camryn.
Well, we don't have any places.
No, it's all the same. It's still View from the Yard.
Okay. You can find us on Snapchat at View from the Yard. You can find us on
Twitter at View from the Yard.
At View from the Yard. And you can find us on Facebook at View Yard.
You got it. So we're going to, today, real fast, we're going to go through all the games for week 12. So you can make your bets against or with us, whatever you want to do. And you can pick right along with us and tell us who you think is going to win each game. And each week, the start of the next week, we're going to go through and say what our records were from the week before. We're going to keep a running tally going through the last 6 weeks of the season and all the way through the playoffs to see which one of the three of us is going to be the big winner as to who can pick the best NFL matchups each and every week. All right, so let's get started, shall we?
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, we're going to start this Thursday. Did you know what this Thursday is, Camryn?
That would be tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Thanksgiving!
That's right, it's Thanksgiving. And what does that mean?
Baseball. I mean football.
Football. What else does it mean?
Time to eat some turkey.
That's right. We're going to eat a lot of turkey, and we even have 3 football games to watch. Who's going to make all the turkey for us?
Mama.
Mama, that's right. Sherry's going to make us turkey.
I might help too.
I hope
You
so.
will.
I hope so. So while she's doing that, we will not be eating at Woodrow's Sandwich Shop. No, they're our free sponsor. So go there, not tomorrow, but any other day. Go there and get yourself a nice sandwich.
You can go
They're
there
delicious.
tomorrow for lunch, I guess. But
Maybe. He might be open.
Maybe.
Yeah.
He might be open. So
Check their website.
check their website. Go down to South Street in Philadelphia. Go to Woodrow Sandwich Shop. Tell them Camryn, Rob, and Sherry sent you, and hopefully they'll be open tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the first 3 games that are on Thursday. The first game, the Minnesota
And the Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings play against the Detroit
Tigers.
That's right. Who do you have to win? We'll start with Sherry first.
I picked Minnesota because we've been there.
We have been
So
there.
that's why I picked Minnesota.
That's a good choice because we haven't been to Detroit, so that's a good choice there. All right, Camryn, who are you picking?
I also picked Minnesota just because I feel like I have more faith in them.
So you have more faith in them?
Wait. Isn't it the Detroit Lions?
Detroit Lions, yes. What did she say? Tigers?
That's the
Tigers.
baseball team.
That's the baseball team,
Look
and
at
I
me.
agreed.
1 point for
Boom.
me.
Sherry's already at an advantage. She has one up on us because I agreed with Camryn that they were the Detroit Tigers.
You should probably listen to me.
Probably. And I also picked Minnesota. So all 3 of us are picking Minnesota this week. So lock that one in, Minnesota. All right, now the second game, the big game, the 4 o'clock game if you're on the East Coast. The LA Chargers. Do you know what city the Chargers used to be in? We were there also.
LA?
Nope, before LA this season.
Los Angeles?
Well, that is LA, but before they were in LA, last season they were in, do you know what city?
California?
California, but a city in California.
San Diego.
San Diego.
San Diego, great choice. So the former San Diego, now current LA Chargers, are playing against the Dallas Cowboys in the 4 o'clock game on Thursday. And Sherry, why don't you start first? Who are you picking?
I'm going to pick Dallas because they're your favorite team.
They
and
are.
if they win, then you're happy. And
That's
I don't have
true.
to listen to you whine and complain.
That is very true. That's a good reason to pick them.
I think so.
Camryn?
I picked the LA Chargers just because when they win, I want to scream in his face, ha ha!
That's not very nice. And tell us what else is special about this game for you.
It's my lock-in game.
It's Cameron's pick lock-in of the week. That is Cameron's lock of the week. So call your friends. Tell them all. Cameron said the Chargers are going to win that game. Lock of the week Cameron has for the Chargers.
I really hope they win now.
No, I don't, because I picked Dallas. They need to rebound from last week's game against the Eagles. So I'm picking Dallas to win that one. And the last game, the 8:30 game on Thanksgiving night, is two other NFC East teams. The New York
Giants.
are playing against the Washington somethings.
Redskins.
The Washington Redskins. So the Giants against the Redskins. Sherry, you can start again.
I picked the Giants because I think a Giant could step on anybody and beat them.
Oh, that's a good reason, because Giants have big feet.
Yes.
I picked Washington because that's where the president lives.
Very good. The president lives in Washington. I picked Washington also because the Giants are awful this year.
Look, miracles can happen, Giants. Come
Miracles
on.
can happen. So all you Giants fans out there, Sherry's with you. She thinks that you're going to win this week. All right, so
Moving on to Sunday.
moving on to Sunday. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Atlanta... It's a bird. It's a plane. Falcons.
Nice.
That's right. I'll start. I'm picking Atlanta.
I'm picking Atlanta too.
All right.
I'm picking Tampa Bay because Stephanie lives near Tampa Bay.
All right. So shout out to Stephanie. Sherry's picking Tampa Bay. In the next game, the Cleveland Browns. How many games have they won this year?
0.
0 are playing against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm picking the Bengals. Cameron?
I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yep, you got it. All right.
Only because I don't think that the Clevelands will get
Okay.
a win.
We'll get a win. That's a good reason.
I'm going to pick the Bengals as well. But I have a question. What's a brown?
It's a color.
So their team is named after a color?
Correct.
Okay, just checking.
And their helmets are orange.
Oh,
They're weird.
that's even more interesting.
That is even more interesting.
You
So
have to
they're
look
named
that up
after a color.
why.
That could be the question of the day. Question of the day. Boom, boom, boom. What is a brown? So
Someone,
if you know,
please tell us.
please tell us. Tell us what a
maybe
brown
it's a
is.
person who came to Cleveland.
Maybe. And their mascot, one of their mascots is a bulldog. So maybe it's a dog. I don't
Maybe
know.
it's the bulldog, and then because some bulldogs have brown spots.
Maybe. So tell us. That's the question of the day. What is a brown? And why are their helmets orange? All right, moving on. Tennessee. Who's Tennessee? You're the only 10 I see.
I hope you're talking to me and not your daughter.
I am.
Okay, just checking.
Titans. The Tennessee Titans versus the Indianapolis Horseshoes.
Colts.
Colts.
Colts. Who are we picking? Indianapolis or Tennessee? Sherry, you can start.
Colts.
Colts. Cameron?
Tennessee.
And I, too, am picking a Tennessee because Sherry is the only 10 I see. Moving on to the next round. Buffalo.
Bulls.
Close.
Bills, close. The Buffalo Bills, but it is a Buffalo, look just after their city, is going against the Kansas City Arrowheads.
Kansas City.
Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo. Who are you picking, Cameron?
Wait, where are we?
We're down here. Kansas City. We lost it. Buffalo and Kansas City right there.
I'm picking Kansas City because one of my favorite YouTubers lives in Kansas City.
Oh, that's a good reason. One of my favorite YouTubers is sitting right next to me. And I'm picking Kansas City as well. Sherry?
I picked Buffalo because I want a buffalo to be alive. I just, totally forgot where I was going with that. I don't know.
That's a good reason. What about bisons? Do you like bisons?
I've never met a bison I don't like.
There you go. It's a good point. All right. That
Are
was...
bison and buffalo the same?
They're
No.
very related. Very, very closely related. I think they
they're not the
technically
same.
are the same.
But
There
then,
was only about 5 buffalo left, and then they
Save the buffalo.
saved the
but then they
buffaloes.
saved the buffalo.
Yeah, and now there's thousands, if not millions, of bison running all over the place. Miami Dolphins,
Miami.
versus the New England Patriots.
Yoo-hoo.
Who are you picking, Camryn?
I'm picking the New England Patriots.
That's a good choice. They're favored by a lot. Cameron's picking New England. Sherry is picking.
New England, even though I don't want to.
I don't want to either, but it's a sweep. New England will beat Miami. All 3 of us say it, so you have to pick it as well. The next one, Carolina. Do you know what Carolina's mascot is?
This one.
Cheer?
No, that's Jacksonville. This one.
This one.
Black Panther?
Very good,
job.
yes. Carolina Panthers against the New York Jets. Who are you picking, Jets or Carolina? Cameron?
I'm picking Carolina.
All right,
because-
Sherry. Oh, go ahead, tell us why.
Didn't we go to North Carolina?
We did go to North Carolina, and that's where they are. Very good.
I'm going to go with Carolina as well.
And it's a sweep, Carolina across the board.
Woo!
Carolina across the board, even though they're in New York. We're all picking Carolina. And now for the people in Philadelphia, they're very excited about last week's win. There's even new Christmas carols out. I've been hearing it all day about Jingle Bells, Dallas Sucks, or something like that. I'm not really sure. Yeah,
that's not nice.
It was not very nice. But this is the game. Chicago, the Bears. Say it, Cameron. The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears versus the Philadelphia
Eagles.
Who are we picking?
Mommy, you can start.
Eagles.
I'm picking the Eagles. Sorry, Daddy.
That's okay. I'm thinking the Eagles are going to have a letdown this week. After annihilating the Cowboys last week here, I have a feeling there's going to be a letdown this week, and they're going to lose to the Bears, so I'm picking the Bears.
I feel like the Eagles are going to have even more strength after they've won. I feel like they're going to have even more strength, and they're going to win.
Okay, there you go. From the mouths of babes. New Orleans Saints versus the LA Rams. Go ahead, Sherry.
I am picking New Orleans because it's a place I've always wanted to visit. And John Dornbos was sent to the New Orleans Saints before he got sick. Thank you, Saints, though, for finding it and saving John Dornbos's life.
That's right. Great job on the Saints medical crew on finding that was it a heart issue?
It was his heart.
His heart. Very good. Cameron, your pick, New Orleans or the
LA Rams.
Or the LA Rams? Yep. Who are you picking?
I'm picking the Rams.
Cameron's picking the Rams, and I too am picking the Rams. Even though fantasy-wise their quarterback doesn't get me a lot of fantasy points, they always win and score a lot of points. It's very interesting. The next game. Oh, did we do your lock of the week yet?
We did not.
Okay.
That's all right. I understand priorities here.
No, when did we pass your lock
Yes,
of the week?
you did.
Oh, we passed Sherry's lock of the week. Sherry, go back to the lock of the week. Tell us what your lock of the week is, please.
I totally picked randomly. So I picked Tennessee and Indianapolis.
And who did you pick to win?
Indianapolis.
Sherry's lock of the week is Indianapolis over Tennessee. Mark it down. That's a good one.
Oh, stop it.
Okay.
One of us is going to win.
I'm going to win.
Oh, we'll see.
The next game on the schedule is Seattle at San Francisco. Seattle at San Francisco. Sherry, who are you picking?
San Francisco.
All right.
'Cause we've been there.
We've been there.
I picked Seattle just because it was the first thing I saw, so I just picked it.
That's a good reason. I picked Seattle because I like their logo.
I do like
The Seahawks logo is one of my favorite logos in the NFL. I'm picking Seattle. And now for my lock of the week. The next game, Jacksonville at Arizona. My lock of the week is this game, Jacksonville at Arizona. And I'm picking Arizona, even though they're getting 4.5 points. I'm still picking Arizona. Mark it down. Rob's lock of the week. Boom, Arizona will win. Cameron, who did you pick in this game?
I picked Jacksonville only because I don't know.
You don't know. It's just a long word.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Hey,
What?
girl power. I picked Jacksonville too.
All right.
Let's do it.
I picked the lock of the week of Arizona winning. Both of them picked Jacksonville to win. So either I'm going to be right and proud of my lock of the week, or girls are going to be right, and then everybody's going to be mad that my lock of the week was a dud. 3 games left for this week. Denver at Oakland. Cameron, you picked?
I picked Oakland.
Me too. Sherry, you picked?
Denver. Duh.
All right.
My favorite place so far that we visited.
Denver, the Mile High City.
Denver.
And the Sunday night game, Green Bay Packers against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I picked Pittsburgh.
I did too. Green Bay's not the same without Aaron Rodgers.
I picked Pittsburgh because that was my number one school, Pitt. But I didn't go there for college. I went to Temple instead.
Went to Temple.
Woohoo!
And that's where she re-met me.
Yep.
And look what happened. Camryn
And Trey.
and Trey. And then the Monday night game, finally the last game of the week. Monday night, Houston. The Houston Texans at the Baltimore Ravens. And our picks are, Camryn,
Baltimore.
Sherry,
Baltimore.
and it's a sweep. All three of us are picking Baltimore. So Monday night, done. Take Baltimore and cash out.
Isn't Baltimore's quarterback from Philly?
He went to University of Delaware, but he might have gone to
I believe he's
Philly
from
in
the
high
area.
school. Yes, I think he
Again,
did go
let
to
us know.
high school in Philly, and then he did go to University of Delaware.
See?
And he's been in the league for a long time. He's got a lot of longevity there. All right, so that's it. A pretty long episode, but we went through every single game, why we picked it, who we picked, 3 locks of the week. Camryn picked the Chargers, lock of the week. Sherry picked Tennessee.
No, Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, the right game, wrong team. Sherry picked Indianapolis, and I picked Arizona for the lock of the week, week 12. Next week, when we come back, we'll tell you who is the big winner for week 1 and who is the big loser for week 1, and all new picks for week 13. So that's it. From Sherry, Camryn, I'm Rob. It's all of us here at View from the Yard.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving.